news show that we have every week on either Saturday or Sunday. It's supposed to be on Saturday, aim for the most to be at 7 p.m. But, as for example, today it does sometimes fall on Sunday because I can be busy on a Saturday. But so for today, it is on Sunday. It'll be at 7 p.m. and I tend to just tell you through the week on one of my videos. So you have to keep up with my videos to find out what day these lives are on. But yes, we basically do non-political news majority of the time, though it's just only sometimes very rare exceptions. But this, no, non-political news. We've got some very exciting news stories for us today, and feel free to comment through the whole experience of this live and at any point in any of my videos, really. Now, you're wondering about what I'm wearing, which this is a rally suit. Because I went rallying yesterday. Yes, we went rallying. Which you can see the video at Barben Hill Climb. Yes, it is technically a hill climb. It's not a rally. But I am doing, rally driving. So we're just going to... My mind is that there's only rally driving that exists inside this world. So there's a rally driving. So we went... It was a hill climb, yes, but there was rally cars. So we went inside my car, Maureen, the Nissan Micra. We went and we put stickers on her. We got her rally tyres. We got her everything. So she's like... bit like a full rally car now, not exactly because she doesn't have a roll cage and quite a lot of things, but it was quite lucky in the fact is that you can actually go with a standard car. You just need to do a few things. You need to have your suit and your helmet, but apart from that you can just go inside a standard car, which is good, which I recommend people doing, and the hill was really good. It was quite long, wasn't it? Like, good hill. Well, you didn't do it, did you?
I think it was about half a mile. I mean,
yeah.
It seems quite, I suppose it doesn't seem long when you're driving it, but when you're walking it, oh God, when I had to walk up. Yeah, but you're going too slowly, aren't you? You were doing about 30 miles an hour. So everybody else was doing probably about 80, I would have thought. I don't know.
Well, obviously this is my first hill climb, and this is my first rally, and this is my first, I'm not a driver.
Speed.
I mean, I've never been driving, I don't have a I don't have a license. I have a rally license, yes. Speaking of which, I don't know where that's gone. You put it inside your pocket, that's quite worrying.
No, it's worrying. I don't know where it's gone. I'll put it in my coat, probably.
We'll find that anyway. Move on from that point, which probably traumatised me. Usually probably getting sent off. But anyway. I don't have a license, so we left the practicing a little bit late because we thought oh, it'll be fine, we'll just go inside the field and practice. We never got round to it, and then we came to like 3 days before, and it was soaking wet for those past 3 days, so we had to like try and find anywhere we could to go practice. So we didn't go anywhere in speed, we just basically practiced.
We met a nice person that allowed us to go in their yard.
Yeah, and there's track and stuff.
We were just pulling into his yard, and I said, "You don't mind?"
My
daughter's doing a rally, and then the minute I said rally, he's going to think speed, and I said, "But you're not going to drive fast. He just wants to do a stopping and starting." And he went, "Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
So we're going up and down, up and down. Anybody watching would have thought we were mental.
We did go around the field, but I went with Billy, and Billy sort of took over and did more driving.
Yeah, Billy, she went down to, I said to Billy, take her out, and she come back and I said, did he do anything? He said, yeah, he just about took the car over. And she only got about 3 minutes go.
Yeah, and then I got it stuck, and he just started shouting at me, and then I got stuck again, and then he really shouted at me, and then just basically what said, right, we're going home.
But I thought the best bit was, it was so funny when she come back down. And it was the first time, and you'll see it on the video, and it is so funny. And she goes, "You won't believe what speed I was doing." I thought she was going to say, like 50. Obviously, I didn't think she was going to do 60 or 80 in a 1 litre micro first time. And she was 30 miles an hour. And she was serious. And it's wonderful footage. You couldn't beat it. You couldn't make it up. 30 miles. And I said, no way. Yeah.
I've never been over 30 before, so it's quite. Our fastest I've been was 20 miles an hour, so I've gone up another 10 miles an hour. I know you're not supposed to look at your speedo,
but she did.
I did. I did at the time, but it was a bit scary.
She probably did about 35 before she looked at her speedo.
Well, I know. Well, that was my first lap as well when I looked at my speedo, so I did go faster because I started knocking on 10 seconds and stuff off my time. So that was quite good. But there's a corner, so you start off, you have a bit of a straight, you have a corner, which realistically I should have gone faster on, but obviously it's my first time, so I didn't go faster on, but looking back now, I can go faster on it because you can keep it lit. Well,
keep it lit, we're even coming out with the rallying terms. Keep it lit.
Bearing in mind, this was very wet, there was people skidding off, so it was, dangerous conditions for a non-driver. First time doing it was a very steep hill. So you go around that corner and then you carry on straight a bit, and then there's a corner, but it's like it's a bit of a hidden corner, like you don't necessarily see it. And there's a really big ditch on one side, and you can't see the other side of the corner, and there's big hill bit. So I had to get around that, and then I had a really long straight, so I could get myself, building up for that. But at the top of this straight, there was a really, really tight corner that went up the hill. And when you do the corner, there's a really big cliff, drop as well. And when you go up the hill, it's like tipping over, and like, oh my god, this is scary. So I was bearing in mind the fact that I need to slow down for that. And then you got to your finish line. But the other thing I learnt while I was going for it was your finish line, you have a bit of straight, not much, but a bit. And then I thought, I need to slow down because there's a corner straight after that straight, a really deep corner. It was just all deep. So I thought, right, I need to, slow down for this. But then I learned that I can't actually put full speed into that finish, and I still got space to move. The only thing is, if I did the full speed, my full speed. If I did full speed,
you should have passed 30 going over the finish line.
And I braked, I probably would skid off because it was very slippery. And also at the top of the hill, when I did a bit of walk, I didn't actually walk the full track. I should have done that, but it's only because I was late. But then because I was late, they kindly drove me up there, and so I got to have a good look around the track. And then we had a little walk out, and the concrete was really slippery. It's like this new thing they've tried out, but apparently, yeah, it's just really slippery.
Oh, but if anybody wants to do it, it was really, really funny. It was great fun, wasn't it? And you can just do it in your standard car. So we didn't know that. I don't know how we found out about it, actually. I think somebody told us, because we can't afford to go rallying. But it was £127, and you just go in your car. And as long as it's got this thing on the front, it's a piece of plastic, you can make it yourself. And that's for the timing. That you write tow, as in TOW, on the front and back of you have your tow hooks on. You've got to make sure you've got tow hooks on. Well, ours has got them. Most cars have. What else was there?
Bring your own number as well.
Oh, bring your own numbers.
We didn't, so we used tape.
We didn't, so we had to use insulation tape, which luckily I'm quite good. I've got more in a little pack of stuff anyway, which I have. Like I carry a fire extinguisher, tape, sort of things that you need, bottle of water and everything. So I'm quite good with that. So we made our own number, which you can make at home, which would be easier. And then you've just got to write on cut off by key sticker. And that's it, you're away. £127 is the right day out, isn't it? Mm. I enjoyed it.
It was really good. You got your social and stuff as well.
You should have right social life.
Oh yeah,
chatting away.
I
loving it. Yeah. Me sat there, she's chatting away.
I'm the slowest there. And I'm the youngest there, so everybody obviously knew who I was. So everybody go, "Are you Matilda?" So I said, "Yes, I am." And I'll go,
"The rally driver."
And they'll go, "Oh, you're doing well." And I said, "Oh, thank you. Technically I'm not, but technically I am at the same time."
You were there.
Yes. Well, I was doing well. The fact is that I'm only 16. There was nobody near my age, so I was the only one who was actually giving it a go. And obviously I can't drive, so. But now I'm slowly getting better. But it was very good.
Should I do the comments?
Yeah.
Henry says he watched it. Did you enjoy it?
Did you enjoy it?
SK says hi.
Hello.
Neville says great performance yesterday. How's Maureen? Apart from the back bumper hanging off, Neville, she's pretty right.
I came up to the top of it because of the reason why the back bumper was hanging off.
When we got there, you won't believe what she did.
Well,
you will not believe what she did.
Hill, so I because it's obviously private land. As soon as we got there, I said, right, we swapped over to drive up so I can have much practice as possible. And then Mother started pointing me off to these different places. I'm like, where do you want me to go?
She got so stressful.
Well, she would not explain it. You would just.
She got so stressful. She really did. And all the grass looked the same. So you went up a track and then they were all going on grass. But because it was like the windscreen wipers were going on the car and the grass was dewy, and
What's Brian doing?
Just eating something, and I didn't know where it was. I was just like saying turn there. She goes, you can't turn there. So she turned, and she went over. When in the olden days when they used to put a ditch, didn't they? They dig it out and they put a little hump to stop. Obviously, that's how they did drainage in the olden days, rather than just digging it up with plastic crap. Now they worked it out, didn't they? So this was up to a stately home. So it had like the whole drainage system, which was made, naturally. Basically, they made it out the ground. She just rode straight over it, got stuck on top. And I went, oh my God, stop! But when we stopped, it was then like a seesaw effect. Maury was stuck on the drainage hump. So I said, you're going to have to go forward. I thought, oh my God, God, this is going to be so embarrassing. Somebody's going to, Facebook Live it or something. Anyway, she set off, and it was on such a steep thing. I think it's just going to hit the ground. It's just going to hit the tarmac with her nose and rip her front bumper off. So it went down, and she just missed it. So I didn't even think about the back one. I'm thinking, oh my God, thank God, one, it didn't get stuck. Two, how it didn't rive my exhaust off, I don't know. Three, that the front bumper was still on. Never thought about checking the back one, did I? Oh God, I couldn't believe it. And then she's off, and I said, you've just nearly got it stuck again. Well, I don't know. And off she went.
No, my focus was to get to Struteneering because we were already late, so I just wanted to get to Struteneering.
If that meant just riving the undercarriage of my car off and all its fascias round it, like the bumper and everything, that was fine, as long as she got to Struteneering.
Well, because we were quite late, because Billy messed us about. So I was trying my best. I had so many things to think about. So majority of the time, I think next time I'm going to be a lot less stressful when I get.
Oh, it'll be a lot less. We know what we're doing. We didn't have a clue.
Yeah, because that was everything was just all over the place, and I was just couldn't focus. But yeah, but then so I came up, and I don't know what lap it was. Oh, it was my last lap actually, because I was on my live. Yeah, I was on my live. So I came up, and I came up to the top, and he says, "How come your back bumper's hanging off?"
We didn't even know.
So he goes, yes, so basically you go to the top and you have marshals and stuff. And I was like, okay. So I said to my mother's fault.
You should have said, because I've been going that fast, it's rubbing it off. It'd be G-force.
Because I'm number one, right, which is quite good. In fact, being number
They're doing the other way around there. Number one's the worst.
Anyway, moving on. Say that. So I was number one. So I was number one. And usually number one would obviously start off being the first person, but because of how bad I was, they put me in section 3, so you basically have a lot of people. So you basically have 15 cars go up at once. They come back down again because there's only one road up and down.
They separated her from every single other car at the venue.
Yes, so then I was in lot 3. There was actually 6 altogether, so put me in lot 3. And I was after 29, so I went there. So 30 people thinking, I could have gone. So then I did my bit. So I'd wait for everybody to go. Then I'd go up, do my little bit. Then you have to, you roll back and stuff and things like that. And then I go to the top, and then there's this car park at the top of the hill, and then there's all the cars sat there waiting for me. So just all
dum dee dum dum dee dum.
So then I get to the top, so then there's a marshal there waiting for me, and I drive up the road a little bit more, so let everybody else pass. I have to wait for everybody else to go past. They go. There's about 15 cars leave faster than I go up, and so then they all leave, and then they say, right, lock it fully round now, dear, pull it down. So basically, yeah, and then I go and sit back up down, and then when I go down here, because it's really steep and it's really wet, and obviously I'm not an experienced driver, so I go very slowly. So everybody's there just probably waiting for me. But when I get after the first corner getting slowly, I do then go to the same speed as pretty much everybody else.
And the poor clerk of the course, who is the most important person there, he's responsible for everything, so he's got all the job to do and everything. So I thought when we get there, we'll park right out the way. 1, to keep her out the way, just so there was all the body of the cars basically, when we were right on the outskirts, and 2, so she could have a quick practice. So we were there. We did it, and we're going round and everything. He kept coming. He had to traipse the whole way. Poor man, to traipse the whole way to the car in the pouring rain through the bog. And he goes, "Have you got some numbers?" "Oh no, we never thought of that." "Oh, you need some numbers." And then, "Have you got this?" "We never thought of that."
And then
It's
to have a
amateurs.
chat with me to explain it all to me, and then they're like, well, because this other guy came in, I think he must have been a marshal. I think he might have been, I don't know, I think he might have been a bit more in control, but basically he came up, says, wouldn't it be easy if I just took her up? So I got to have a little drive up there, got up there, and we sat for ages, watching everything happen, and just learnt it all and stuff, which was good. But and I should just say about that bit, when I was coming back down, I went, douche.
What a douche.
What?
What?
I don't know what to say.
What was that?
When he took me back down and we were going down the hill and he stopped.
No. Probably not.
No, I thought it was just a bit funny. It felt funny to me, so I nearly went through. Yeah.
And so when it was funny when I was filming. I think I said this a bit on the live. There were 3 lads there, and they were sort of they were like, bit bravado, and thinking they were big men, and it's going down, and they were giving her a right slagging off. And so I got closer and closer with my camera to because I knew that they'd turn around and see me. They didn't know I was there. So I'm filming Matilda coming back down, and she wasn't actually going any slower than all the others. And
No,
obviously
somebody else
they're
was.
told to come back slowly. Obviously they're not racing when they're going back down, so they're told to. So
And the thing is, because obviously I wait for everybody else, I was the only one coming down that point, so I didn't have anybody to compare myself to.
she was doing about 30 mile an hour, nothing, but they were ones that had to take basically the pee. So they're in like this hijinks, taking the mickey out of her, and they turns, and one of them, I didn't get the sentence, but I know what the sentence was because he saw me, and he turns around and says, I bet I could, and he set off to run, and I know exactly what he's going to say, I bet I could run faster, and then he was going to pretend to run past, and he saw me and he went, I bet, dum-de-dum-de-dum. And didn't do anything, and the whole conversation just went totally dead.
No,
It was so
I came
funny.
back down and I did say some because of obviously they left. I thought you clearly them because I'm just that's all. So I just thought you clearly them people. But oh well.
Anyway, I've got loads of messages.
Oh, God.
I've got a few trolls which I've managed to get rid of. I don't know where I went. Driving is freedom, says SK. Van Transit says clapping, and a trophy. You didn't get a trophy.
No, that
It
was
was
a bit...
really upsetting.
So what it is you have three. If you have three inside your class, which I did, the first person gets a trophy. If you have five inside the class, first and second get a trophy. And you have seven inside your class, the three get the trophy. So I didn't get a trophy.
And she was up against. People say, "Oh, that's unfair," but I can understand it because there just isn't the entries to do it. She was against. Was it a 1600 Talbot?
No, I don't know.
I think it was a 60. It was more than it was.
You've
a
seen the video,
car.
but yeah.
I think it was a Talbot. I can't remember. I think it was a Talbot Sunbeam and a 2-litre Subaru Impreza. So she had no chance of winning whatsoever.
Well, the person who came second in front of me, he had a really fast car, and he was really annoyed because he obviously had a faster car than me. He was annoyed by the fact that the Impreza was faster than him, so he was annoyed as well because he would have won.
But otherwise,
And he really
they've got
wanted the trophy.
They've got 3 separate classes with one person in. So that's obviously the way they've chosen to do it, but obviously it didn't bother us because we knew we couldn't win anyway, so we were just pottering
But
on,
I mean,
weren't we?
I would have more chance if I was against the same level car, but I don't think there was really anybody like me there.
Adrian says hi, Matilda and Mum, hi.
Hello. How are
Neil
you?
says, did Billy diagnose the noise that Maureen made before the climb? I think it was, no he hasn't, I haven't spoken to him about it. I think what it was because it was gripping on wet. I think it was something that obviously it wouldn't be ideal of doing, but I don't think there was any damage. That's what I think, but I'm not sure. Train Lover says, say hi Christian please.
Hi Christian.
SK says, masking tape won't leave glue on your paintwork. Neville says,
I'm confused.
it's not just a random comment, it means from the stickers, because we used insulation tape.
Alright.
So that's what he was saying. Neville says, good practice at hill starts. It certainly is. Raymond says, hi Matilda, hi.
Hello. How are you?
Raymond says, rest in peace people who use packing tape for painting.
I don't know what
Raymond says, duct tape is worse.
tapes.
SK says, has Matilda been to Clarkson Farm? I've been watching it on Amazon. Heartbreaking at points, but really great TV.
No, I haven't.
PI Lover says, hi.
Hello.
Shouting at clouds, how much did the day of racing cost? It cost £127 and you got 4 goes. And sometimes they do 2 practice laps and 2 timed laps. And sometimes with weather dependent, they can go up to 4 goes, but it just started getting really bad.
No, we did 2 practices goes, 1 timed, 1 before lunch. I think the practices are timed as well, but they don't count as much, so you don't count as your race. 2 practice go, then we had 1 before lunch, and then we had 1 after lunch. But because of the weather, we didn't go any more. Otherwise, we could have done another 2 or 1 more.
I just got another troll. Got to make sure then you lose your place. How much did the day racing cost? SK says it would be great if Matilda could interview Jeremy Clarkson. I don't think he would do. He's too famous, isn't he? I don't think she'd stand a chance with him. But it would be great, but I don't think he would do. Zingo says, A up, Zingo. Raymond Legg says, I have made any sounds that have to be diagnosed that I know of. And SK says, ask Clarkson some really controversial questions. I don't think he'd be bothered, would he? He's got to the age and he's so famous, isn't he? He can say what he wants. He doesn't seem to bother him.
Like politicians and stuff, you just think, ask this better question.
I think Clarkson won't give a stuff, would he? Now, because you can't cancel him, can you? Because they tried to cancel him, didn't they, on Top Gear, and it actually worked better for him, didn't it? It's so good. Anybody'd pick him up, wouldn't they? So I suppose he could say what he wanted.
Yeah.
I don't suppose he'd bother.
I mean, he's got his own show now, really, isn't he? I mean, I know
Oh, yeah, he's got his own show, and then he's got that other one, hasn't he? I don't watch it, Grand Tour. And he seems to do better than the other two, doesn't he? On his own well, he does do better than the other two on his own stuff.
James May, I think he does quite different things. Like, for example, he did explored Italy and stuff, so I think he does different things. I think what's Richard Hammond, he does. I think he does still do the car stuff. I think he's done quite a lot of rallying stuff as well. Yeah. I think he's done a lot on YouTube as well.
And Jackson Andrew says hi, Matilda.
Hello.
Right, I'm up to date.
Right.
Yes. Well done, me. And I'd like to say well done, everybody, and particularly well done, me.
Well done, me. Yeah, this is good to work.
But there's so many trolls on tonight. What is happening?
What's going on, mate? But you know, it's just worse. You make it worse for yourself.
You sad idiots.
Right, now, I'll run you through what news stories we've got. I know we haven't even done the news stories, but things we have such an interesting week, you know, I have to. Now, next week, we've got quite a few classic car shows coming up, so there's just a hint to you that something's coming about cars. And then on Wednesday, I've got a music recording, so there should be new music as well, and probably a video from that as well, which is going to be very exciting as well. What else have we got on this week? Can't remember. But it was one event, but I think it's got cancelled, but might do. I don't know. If it is going, then it's a plain thing. But yeah, so look out for videos coming and events coming and yeah, everything. But anyway, let's move on to news. So we've got one about an egg, just put that in. One about train vandalism, and one about the oldest, about a cat basically. But should I do the cat first?
No, I do the depressing one. I do the train.
Right, I'm going to do the depressing one first.
The sad one.
Now, you might want to get your paperwork, so this one's not well read. We just got this one a bit last minute, so. So what's happened is, I haven't seen this picture. So this is an old carriage, and it's had vandalisms on it. I think it will say what date it is, I have to read it.
They reckon it's about 3 p.m. on May the 30th, and it's on Barron Street Engineering Workshop in the Buckley Wells Depot, and it is the railway in Bury, the Heritage Railway in Bury, and they've had vandals. Have you seen? There's two pictures.
There's the two.
And they've just gone and smashed on the buffer car. I mean,
so this is £2,000 worth of damage, is this? And they've just gone up and just completely smashed them. And the thing is, this is obviously a charity-run place, so they obviously rely on volunteers majority of the time, and public, you know, good well-being of the community and stuff. And then this has happened, and it's going to cost them £2,000, which is quite a lot of money, really. And obviously, fact of they can't put it into anything else, can they? Isn't it? Well, yes, and they can't put it into anything else. And it's unnecessary. The fact of smashing them. You know, they could have been just brand new windows, couldn't they, as well? And they're also, or if they're not brand new windows, and they're original windows, and you just smashed original windows, haven't you? Which I suppose they clearly don't care about.
They'll struggle to get original ones.
Yeah.
They'll just have to probably do it.
There's only a certain amount of original ones, isn't there?
They'll probably just have
to. And he's just gone through how many windows. Does it say how many windows were smashed? I don't think it does.
I think they were all of them.
Yes, that's about, roughly at least 10 windows, isn't it?
Yeah. It just says multiple, but they're probably about 20. It looks like it. Miss Kelly, the chairman of East Lancashire Railway, said we are deeply saddened, obviously, by this mindless act of vandalism, and it's cost £2,000. And there is a incident number. You can call Greater Manchester Police.
Oh yes, because we're asking if you know any of them, if you either seen anything, know anything about it, because obviously it's still an ongoing investigation, isn't it?
Yeah, and if anybody, I put, it doesn't allow me until it's loaded, but the comments after that, I'll put it in later on tonight. So if anybody knows anything about it, they can contact Greater Manchester Police.
I suppose if you just rang them and told them, they should manage.
Oh yeah,
no, because it's obviously a unique crime.
So Shouting at Cloud says, how much does a day's racing cost you? Oh, nothing. It costs, I mean, obviously the entry fee, which I've spoken to you about before, obviously, but just the petrol.
And obviously you do.
We didn't have to buy anything else, did we? The suit. We already had it.
We would need a suit and a helmet. We already have it, so we were fine. We would need a suit and a helmet, which obviously.
Yeah, we'd already got that, so, and you need to enter. I can't remember what it's called. Rally Place, Motorsport UK. You've got to be a member of that, but you've only got to get the clubman license. And you don't have to get any tests for that, so you don't have to take your bars test. And I think, but it might be cheaper for her because she's a child, I think it was about £75, and that'll take you all year. So once you've got your £75, your suit, your helmet, you're good to go. And you don't have to put anything on the car that costs, I don't think, that I can remember. So it's just petrol.
And yeah, and there's one coming up, which is going to be very exciting. We've got something planned for that as well, which we shouldn't say anything about it, not bother.
What?
No. Anyway, so there's something coming about that, and then we're planning on maybe doing Three Sisters, aren't we?
Yeah, they do it at 3. I didn't realise this, and I've done rallying with Billy, but he hasn't done it since before lockdown, so he's sort of out of it. I remember like the scrutineering, and then I'm yesterday messing about, and I used to do that and get it all prepared and everything for them to come down, and used to know what to do, and then you just forget about it over the years. But I didn't realise at Three Sisters that they do this, so you can take your own car and just do it, and that's on a flat, that's not a hill climb, that's like a speed thing around the track. You don't need a roll cage or anything like that.
So there is actually Three Sisters on today, but we didn't go, but there is actually Three Sisters on today, which we didn't know about, we only found out yesterday, but there is actually that on today, and hopefully we should be able to get booked in, because I suppose if they've got a track they're going to have events on, so hopefully we should be able to get booked in sometime later this year, maybe, hopefully.
It's just a good way of doing it and having fun, and
you're
not having to do your whole car out, because obviously Billy's car, I remember doing that, which is thousands of pounds, and then when you start playing with them and trying to make them faster, then they pick up more faults, and then they're more unreliable. And I remember doing one rally, and it was something like £800 to enter, and he got to the start of it, and there was a car that had broken down, so he just turned his engine off, because it just so it didn't get hot, because that's the other thing, then they get hot and stuff like that, and he turned it off and he went to start it and it wouldn't start. And so he wasted £800 for the rally. He took it back, and everybody rallied round. There were World Rally Championship teams there, mechanic teams, and they couldn't get it started. But everybody tried. After they'd done their cars, had gone out, they tried to get it going. And it was the ECU, the computer thing for it, and there was nothing anybody could do. So we wasted all that money. Whereas, and all the parts to go with it and everything. Whereas this, you can go have a great day. It's fun for not much more than would be, a family going for a meal in a pub.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you wanted to win it, then it'd be different.
Oh yeah, if you're going to win, it's different, but you can still have great fun without winning. She loved it. She thought it was wonderful.
And even though I was rated last, I was great. I was number 1.
Adrian Paul says, been a Buffy car, they're going to lose money while it's repairs. I know, it's awful. Neville says, soul destroying vandalism. Oh, they've got spare windows, he thinks. Raymond says, I heard about that vandalism, didn't go to watch the various videos on it. This is a second bout of...
videos on it?
Must be. There is a second bout of rail vandalism that's happened this year. Jackson Andrew says, hi, have you driven any vehicle? Molly Maureen in a Ford Escort Mark II, haven't you?
Yeah, Ford Escort Mark II.
And, Rob says, hello, Matilda. Hello, Mum. Hi,
hello.
Rob. I see your hill climb videos. You've done brilliant. Well done. How is Mum doing? I'm doing very well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you are too.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, that's the sad story. Out the way. Get rid of that.
Sad story done. If you do know any information about it, obviously, report it, but you'd have to, to know it, you'd have to live there and stuff like that. So, the chances of slaying pretty good happen.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. But I mean, it's, vandalism, they do the graffiti and stuff, which is still bad because of, we know that the graffiti can actually, they have like, I don't know how to explain it, but like the sensor points and stuff, and they can block it out, and then it just ruins everything. So even
we've got a video coming up of.
I don't think we filmed that chat though, so that's why I'm just saying.
No, we can say about it because I'm going to see the video. We've got a video coming up about freight trains. We just had to send it off to get permission that it was all right, and we're just waiting for them to confirm it. I don't see why it won't be. We might have to edit it again if there's anything they're not happy with. But they were talking to the guy, and he said that the graffiti, I said about it coming on the train, on all the carriages, and he says, yeah, because it's not only does it damage the paintwork, it damages the sensors on the carriages as well, so it's obviously a damn nuisance to them. But
I suppose if you have a classic as well, the paintwork's going to be a lot more harder and stuff, and also if you're charity run business, you just have like one thing on it, you're like, oh my god, we're going to have to send the whole thing into paintwork again, I'll shrub it off if it doesn't, But you see all those freight trains, like the cement ones and the gravel ones, that's all the ones we see where we are carrying that sort of stuff, they've always got graffiti on, haven't they? I suppose that unless they've covered a sensor, I suppose they won't care as much, so they won't do it all the time cleaning, will they? But still, it's got...
Well, no, because it costs thousands, wouldn't it, to repaint a carriage that size? They're massive.
Exactly. It just costing money. Now, this is about an egg. It was about an egg, and I said, so what it is now this is a whopping egg, okay? So a woman, woman, which says a mother.
She didn't have the whopping egg.
No. Was left shell shocked after.
She's added that
Have I
bit of a
added
joke. It says in the news article shock. She's added the shell shock bit, so please make sure you're all laughing.
Yes,
She was very proud of it.
Shell shocked when a hen she saved from the slaughterhouse left a giant egg twice the size of a normal egg.
Da-na-na.
Now I'll show you a picture first. First of all, it's obviously big. I mean, that's pretty damn obvious. It's big.
That's massive.
I mean, yeah, it's just huge.
That looks more than double the size.
It looks like an ostrich egg.
It does actually.
I mean, how's a chicken had it in it? I don't know. But so that's this. It weighs 109 grams, and a usual one you just get from the supermarket. I suppose probably all of them usually weighs about 50 grams. So this is over double the amount of what usual egg would weigh. So Steph, 30 years old. Just, you know what? They always just add these little bits in. I suppose it's quite good really because it gives it more of a story.
What's
doesn't
that?
It? Well, like she's 30.
I suppose because there's only so much you can say about an egg.
Yeah.
Sort of like once you've looked at it like we have now and you think, wow, that's a big egg. They've got to drag it out a bit, haven't they, to make a
I suppose
story.
they do quite well to drag it out.
But they always do that at 30. I cut a bit of that story out.
Mother of three.
Yeah, because it said about husband and everything, so I have actually cut some
Mother
stuff out
eating-
that weren't egg
mother eating
related.
Yeah, you have to edit these things. It said a two-year-old chicken named Linda has produced the massive egg. So this chicken was from a slaughterhouse in Blackpool, and obviously she saved it from. I think it was coming to the age of the fact of obviously getting slaughtered, and she's took it back, and she said when she found it, she said I was like, oh my god.
That's a big egg.
I think probably the whole what do they call them? What do you call it?
Allotment.
Allotment,
Little bit of allotment.
So she obviously had him in an allotment. I didn't know you could have animals in allotments. I thought it was only animals. I mean, but plants.
Well, they're really chickens, aren't they? I suppose as long as they're kept in. I mean, you'd be a bit annoyed if they got out and ate all your cabbages, but because they can scrap, can't they?
They say only chicken, then you get a goat, and so it's only a goat.
It's only a cat. It's only Daisy. It's only Neddy. It's only a horse.
It's only an elephant.
It's only got a small trunk.
Leave him alone.
It's only damaged a bit of your allotment.
Whole thing. It's a bit sexy, but it hasn't damaged mine, has it? It's damaged the full thing. The whole allotment heard me when I was like, "What is this?" That was just an egg. I could have told that one.
It's an egg, love. Oh, right, okay.
A bit big.
You're yoking.
It's just a bit big.
That was my joke.
Don't scramble up yourself. Just
I'll
yourself
poach that one
yoked
off
up.
you. Yeah, she was a bit shocked, but yeah, it's an
I
egg.
never seen anything like it. I suppose most people have. I was quite worried about the chicken,
but not
wondered
too
if she
much
was
to
going
quickly
to be
ring
okay.
it Lancashire Live.
Hello, I'm starving.
I'm worried about my chicken, but hang on a minute. The
I-
chance of a
have you been
story
to the
here.
vets? No, I've not been to
No,
the vets.
because I'm ringing you about my large egg.
I want the story.
Doris
stuff
next
fast.
door's
You see, my
confirmed what
husband
it
wants
is.
to eat it. They just cracked it after that. They just went and cracked it.
And ate it.
Yeah. Can you
Like
believe
an
that?
egg. Like it was an egg.
Double yoker.
I suppose once I've got the picture of it, that's it, isn't it?
Well, you get it measured and stuff.
It might be a world record.
That's
They've
what I mean,
broken
you get
it.
it
What if it's a
measured.
world record?
So this is only in Settle, North Yorkshire, which is quite near.
That's a bit why we did it, because that's near to us.
Yes, this is in June the 2nd, so just get that point in.
So there's a large egg in Settle.
Yep. Well, not anymore. Is
Not
it?
anymore, no. She's
That
made
was
made an
small.
omelette out of it. Apparently it was quite a big one.
I suppose if it was a big egg.
I suppose it's only the same size as two small eggs. Or two normal sized eggs.
two big large eggs.
Two.
We have medium, large, small, mixed packs, don't we?
Right.
Could have extra large. If you
Right, Rob says.
Oh, she's
done
also.
that one.
She said. Sorry, I just forgot.
Oh,
about
right,
this stuff.
okay.
She
Yeah,
said that
just
she
knocked
was
me off.
worried about the chicken because he was limping.
It was lethargic, not limping.
What's
You're
that
dyslexic,
mean?
tired. Like,
Yeah.
I've got a really big egg inside me.
So she had this.
Mum's
She
a
had
little
this egg for a
exhausted.
week. She had it
I'm
for-
absolutely exhausted. Oh god, they're brilliant.
And don't even get started on bin jokes. Been there before.
Right, Sam says hello.
Hello.
Jackson Andrew says bye, take care. You also, but I'm
bye.
sure they're not going to hear us because they've gone. That was probably about before the egg jokes. Sam subscribed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
Zingo says message to Matilda's mum. I think Matilda would be a brilliant Blue Peter presenter. I'm sure she would be.
I'm sure I would be.
But she wants to build her own independent channel on here.
But it is one of my goals in life to get a Blue Peter badge, which I seem to have forgotten about that goal, so I need to really get back onto it.
So she doesn't want to sort of like work for any sort of like mainstream channels, so she can keep her independence.
Well, unless I'm big enough that it doesn't really matter.
And then she can buy the BBC, and then she's cracked it. Cracked it.
ITV.
Cracked it. That's back to the egg joke.
Oh,
Chaz says that's an extreme egg. Van Transit says laughing emoji. Joe Jackson Andrew's back on.
I
thought you'd gone. You got your goodbyes.
Yeah.
Seriously, and he's back on. Wow, I think it was eggs. Sam subscribed again, I'm sure, unless it's a different Sam.
Well done, both Sams.
Jackson Andrew said, can I ask some questions? Well, yes, because you've just asked one. Matthew says, hey, did you win your race? Well, in her head, she did, yes. She was the winner. She's the winner in her eyes.
Of course I was going to come last.
Daniel says, big...
And I didn't actually, all in all, I didn't actually look at my score for all in all. So I could have come like, if there's like, I think I was 75th, but it could have been 76 instead of
we're hoping that somebody didn't start and then we...
Did I give you a thing to say what place you come or not?
Yeah, you came 75th.
And how many was inside the race?
75.
I think I was 76 last time I checked. Anyway.
Yes, but they didn't go slower than you. You can't have it in a rally that, you know, you think, we did that when me and Billy first started rallying, and we put it down as we'd beaten somebody, because you always came last slowest time when you first start. We put it down that we'd beaten somebody if they crashed or if they didn't start. And we would really think that we'd beaten them. And then I remember when we'd beaten somebody through actual skill. Oh, it was just like, you know, God, it was unbelievable.
Failure.
You know, we just
failure.
Loser. We come about 108.
Loser.
Yeah.
Anyway, loser.
Yeah. We thought we'd done so well. And the first time, then I was, so sometimes he'd drive and sometimes I'd drive.
Somebody probably think that about me. They probably think I beat you.
Yeah. Yeah. You're the 74th person. What?
Exactly. It's one person is actually just.
Yeah, we're really proud.
Yeah.
It would be in your position. Yeah, you're right. I never thought of that. They would be in your position.
Yes!
Yes! Boom! Matilda, remember what? I bet when they looked on the thing, they went, no, we're going to come last again, Brian. I know, we come last every time. Have you seen the entry list, Brian? Yeah, let's have a look. Matilda, remember Walden's going. We're not going to come last. Yes! Yeah, she'll drive really slowly. Did you see that rally video? Yes! Boom! We're going to come second to last now, Brian.
And then I come second last. Well, that could be me next time. Honestly, it was quite a considerable amount.
So anyway, so it's the first time I'd actually overtaken a car at a rally. And I can remember the day we came flying down, it was at Wheaton. Well, we say flying in the loosest sense of the term, but we were going quite fast, faster than what, like, yesterday.
That's like Colin McRae.
Yeah, well, perhaps not. But anyway, we were getting on. And we overtook this Ford Fiesta, and we'd never overtaken. And we were so gleeful, we got straight round it, spun round in a circle because I'd lost concentration, ended up the wrong way up the rally, and he came waving past us. And that was the first time we were just laughing like mad, and they were laughing. It was the first thing we'd ever overtaken. And then I have overtaken a few since then. So there you go. Right, Daniel says, big fan, you're awesome. Billionaire Mindsets does a laughing emoji. Shouting at Cloud says, you can raise quail in a rabbit cage on your back porch, but they have small eggs. Random. Sam subscribed again. You're doing well, Sam.
Makes you don't press the unsubscribe button.
Yeah. Unless he's just subscribing to every channel you have.
Oh well, actually, he's got quite like one more.
Oh look, Kevin Wood's workshop. They're on. He's late. You are late. But he's here now. At least you're here now. That's what he's for. At least you're here now. Andrew Jackson, who's left, is back again.
Oh, well,
why is orange colour of eggs? Because egg colour is white. Neville says hi, Kevin. Kevin Workshop has come straight back at him with hi, Neville.
Speed.
It's on the ball. Shouting at clouds, that raised money for entertainment value was a win. Well done, thank you. Rob, doesn't matter about winning, it's competing that matters, Matilda.
As long as you beat somebody.
Yeah, but we would like to beat somebody at one point.
Yeah. There'll be a little kid that comes next time and I go, beat you, I'm going to beat you.
And Neville says, did you sleep in that suit, Matilda? No, everything was absolutely soaking wet and we had it all drying out today. And if anybody, this is a question for anybody, can put one, you know those tents you get, those pop-up tents that are circular, that go back in a little bag? If anybody knows how to put one of those away, can they please tell us?
We will do a live for it, which we've been meaning to do for quite some time.
Because we can't do it, and we actually had to ram it in the in the back of the micro tent size.
And we need to take you back to next rally. So we need to work out how to do it somewhere. Because you see, the thing is, if it's raining, you need to take all your stuff out your car, and if you come inside the car, you need to put it somewhere so everybody has tents really.
So yeah, that's up to date.
Yeah. Right.
Right. That's
So,
what have we just done now? The egg.
Yeah.
Have we not done any? Have we not done all the story since then? God,
Yeah.
We do Witter.
That's it.
Right, another one done. Another one bites the dust.
You sort of get a story done, then you check. Now this is about the oldest cat. It's of what land?
Sorry?
It's,
Oh yeah, it is an old
unless
cat.
it's like back before Guinness World Records, it's this. So now you're gonna have to keep up with me here because there's quite a few dates. It's a bit confusing about how they've explained it, but I just sort of get it. So I'll show you a picture first. This is the cat. This is the world's oldest
Look at
cat.
that cat.
Now we were in Morecambe the other day and we walked past the house and it had the cat and it just looked like that. And I thought, oh look at that cat. And now looking at that, we probably just looked at that.
They didn't have a picture of it. They had a video on it. The one that I looked, I think it was BBC News or anything. So I thought, no, I'll get an image, because it was loading and messing about. And I looked on the Google Images and I couldn't find one of it awake. And I thought, well, you're not going to. It's just probably so knackered, isn't it? Every single picture of it was asleep. And then there was just one with a woman where she's clearly propped it up for the photograph. So it's like, oh, please just let me go back to bed. I don't want to be photographed. So oh, poor little thing. Every picture, it's asleep.
My Zacharias is that sad at the moment.
Yeah, Zacharias is about a third of the age. I couldn't think then. A third of the age of that cat. And he looks old. Oh, no, he's going to live forever.
Yes. Yeah. Older than this cat.
Yeah, he's going to be older than Flossie. We've got the next cat coming. The next world record breaker we've got.
Yeah. She should be nicer to him. So, Flossie. Flossie was born on 29th of December 1995. It's quite old. Now, the story I'm going to tell you, she was 26 years old in 316 days. So it's basically, she went to this cat rescue place. I don't know why I think it was just, one of those things where they just go and then move them on, So it's all like volunteer charity run place. In August 2022. Now, the lady from there says, we were flabbergasted when we saw...
I love the word flabbergasted.
And I was like, who are you
flabbergasted. It's one of my favourite words. Flabbergasted.
Bit hard to get into a song there.
I'll try it.
I can try it. And we were flabbergasted when we saw that Flossie and vet records showed her to be 27 years old. So I suppose we might just rounded it up by the time, I don't know. So she's already gone up another year since then. She's the oldest cat I've ever met. About 140 years in human years. Yeah, 100, yeah. So basically they thought, right, we need to, get this cat a proper good home. So they did obviously manage to do it. Now, the world's oldest living cat ever is, which is Flossie, was put down as record in Guinness World Records in June 2024. So she should be about 29 now. Because obviously they've just must have accounted for it, or the other cat she must have overtook the other cat.
Well done, Flossie.
Well done, Flossie, Floss. So, Flossie, have you got an old thing that's could do a world record?
Sorry?
You got an old person that could
Only me. I'm
Ryan's
knackered enough.
Little angel face is a bit too young, isn't it?
Right, Kevin Wood's Workshop says, I think you just twist the tent. We've tried everything, Kevin. We've spent hours on it.
We tried twisting it.
Seriously, we couldn't do it.
What it is basically, there's two circles, and you clip them together, and then you unclip them, and it just comes out as a tensile like that, you know, and then you clip them together and it goes like that. And I think you're supposed to twist them, so you put one overlaps the other, and then you're supposed to twist it, and it just doesn't appear to work. But we'll do a live for it. We're planning on doing it tonight because we were going to do the news outside, and then we're going to do the tent afterwards. But it's raining sadly, so we can't do that. But we will do the tent thing.
Yeah, the next live we do, we're going to put the tent on the end, because seriously, we cannot, just like the ratchet strap. My brain doesn't work like that. I couldn't do the tent or the ratchet strap.
We're still having a ratchet strap or the tent.
So I don't know how anybody managed to put a ratchet strap together.
No invent it or anything. And these people that invent these things, it's just like, just too intelligent, aren't they?
Clementine says hello.
Hello.
Jackson Andrew says, what will you do for tomorrow's video? Don't know. Tent collapsing.
It's Tracy's birthday tomorrow. Where is Tracy?
Where is Tracy? That's what I thought. Where's Tracy?
No, she's got a friend around there.
For tomorrow's event. And what is tomorrow's event?
I don't know.
Anyway, talking about events, there is an event.
What's this? Oh yeah.
At the Lake District next week.
So we went to this one last year.
We didn't.
We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
In Penrith?
After we went to Carlisle.
Oh, we did, yeah. We did by mistake, didn't we? This is the first one when we saw these.
So we should have, unless something goes wrong or something, we should have 3 classic car shows coming inside the next 3 weeks, I believe. Because there's a certain person that I like to go to their classic car shows, and he does it all year round. He goes all up and down, you know, the country and stuff, and he's got free that locally to me. So on the train, so you can basically come to them. So that one's the Lake District one, which is you just put Penrith's in the Lake District, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Hutton in the Forest.
Hutton, it is in the forest.
And it's £12.50 for adults, £5 up to 15 years old, and public entry is 10 AM. And anybody that's on that wants the postcode, it's CA119TH, and you can just turn up.
Yeah, so
you can book into exhibit, and if you're just going to look, you can just turn up.
And then the week after that, there's one at Alton Towers, classic car, which I think we might possibly go to, but it's in Blackpool, isn't it? But I think we might go to it. That's on Sunday the 30th. And then the week after that, which we definitely going to, but we can't stay for long, sadly, because we've got another event going on. But we did go last year, which we took Princess to, which is on the Sunday the 7th, which is Leighton Hall, which is going to be very exciting. But we do have another event, sadly, after that, so we won't stay long. But hopefully we work fast, we'll manage to get a full video out by then.
Will we? We've got a video to come the freight train.
No, I'm talking about Leighton Hall, because we have to leave early.
Do we? Why do we have to leave early?
I've got my other show.
Where at?
No, I can't talk about that yet.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, Leighton Hall, yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just reading the comments.
Yeah.
Right, Raymond Les Cat is 12 years old.
Well done for
Curbside Classics says evening Matilda, evening Curbside Classics. And
how old do you reckon Zachary says?
Meme loves you.
Thank you. We wouldn't have to find out how old Zachary is though, would we?
No.
Because he saw.
He didn't come with anything, did he?
No, basically next one over we just dumped him.
Right.
We had to save him, but I'm so happy we did. Yeah, so I don't know. How old do you reckon he would be?
Oh, they're probably about 10.
10?
Yeah.
Really?
So,
5?
Yeah.
6?
No,
7?
10.
Okay.
Right,
5?
thank you.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much. Well, there isn't any other news. I haven't got anything. Unless anybody's got anything to say. No. So
next week the news should be on. So a diary in front of me. It should be on Saturday because we've got a car show on the Sunday, so unless anything happens. Yes, thank you for watching this.
And Jackson says, "Did you have dinner, Matilda?" Yes, it was a bit of a boring shepherd's pie from Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah.
And that was about it. We were rushing. Neville says he missed Tracy. We missed Tracy. I don't know why. She usually messages Neville if she's not going to be on. So, oh, I know why. She's got a friend over.
No, I said that.
No, how did you?
Yeah, but she said she was going to be on.
Huh? Well, I don't. Then perhaps it got busy. Rob says you need your name on the suit. Oh, show them the thing.
Right. So, hopefully, yeah. So.
Yeah, just hang on. Lily, somebody wants a sister. Lily shouting out, Lily.
Hello, Lily. Hello. Now, You might have seen on my car when I went. I had JE embroidery, which you probably saw if you watched that video. You've already seen the merch anyway. But anyway, this is my merch. So this is our first merch we're gonna have. So this is just like starter. So I'm planning on loads of things. I've got designs and everything. But we thought we'd start off with simple because of, well, you know, it's first merch. You know. So this is Princess, our classic card. It's got a name on, and we've got it like digitally done. So which is great. Which is absolutely wonderful. Managed to get it done. See, with the t-shirts are pretty much on sale now. There's not really like no need for really just on sale, aren't they?
Yeah, we're gonna do it on Bandcamp. You can put merch on Bandcamp, so you better go on there.
You can put merch on YouTube, but that's gonna take a lot of brain power to work out.
Oh, Rob says he wants one.
Ah!
Yay!
Well,
We've got a sale already, Rob. If you
Go
email me on matilda12@live.co.uk and I'll tell you prices. I haven't even worked out the prices yet. They won't be expensive. They'll definitely be on like £14 definitely. With that, so message me and I will give you the details on matilda12@live.co.uk.
And we're planning on.
But you will be able to just do it clickable on Bandcamp soon, or you can still message any way you want and I can post it.
And now colours wise, because we've only just started, we haven't got like loads done. Basically, if you order one, we'll just get sorted. I feel like because we don't exactly know what colour range it is at the moment, I feel like if you said a colour, we'd just manage to get it.
Well, Neville's just put that actually. Any colour choices at the moment, we have had done just black. And in the smaller sizes, in the female sizes, we did a green and a light blue and a red. But we'll be able to put out the different colours. But basically, because it costs so much, obviously, to get everything set up, we just thought, right, we'll get some black ones done. And then we will add to it as they sell. As we get more money coming in, obviously, we'll buy more stock. So at the moment, we're on black.
I feel like if you message the day.
Yeah, if you message a colour that if you wanted one, Neville, if you email a colour,
you know,
I'll have a look. Basically,
I know there's like green, there's blues, I think there's purples. I personally, this is black. I think it looked really good in green, and it looked really good in like this red. No, it's at the barn, aren't they?
I thought I had my grey one now.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get it good in grey. Oh no, that's not.
No, it's not. I mean, I got grey.
But there was the really good in green. I would recommend getting green. It was like this dark green. It looked really, really good. I'd also recommend there was this like reddy colour. Just right there. A bit like this, but darker. That's just paint, but like a bit like that, but darker. It was darker, but that was really nice to have that colour as well. But I personally had a green one, which I need to get myself one because I've only got in black. So yes, you can order them, and we eventually will have different designs, not just cars. And now Maureen's coming so much use. Probably have one Maureen on. And the thing is, which I probably should mention, if you order them now, I printed them.
Yeah. The video's coming out. She did it herself.
I did it. So this print I did myself. So if you get them now, you get the ones that I actually printed myself.
So Neville says dark green. Yes. Can you just message us what size you want, Neville? And then I'll get it sorted. Kevin Wood's workshop. Hopefully Tracy will be back next week. I'm sure she will. She did have a friend, and they've probably gone out for a drink or a meal or something, and just lost track of time. Curbside Classics says night, Kevin.
Good night.
And I think that's everyone. Kevin Wood's workshops. Yeah. And that's it. So yeah, anybody who wants a t-shirt, before I start putting them online, you will be the first people to get them.
And
I'll work out a price to send to you so that you're happy with it. But then we're not wanting fortunes for them, are we? No. We just want to sell them and just get the Bandcamp merch going and everything.
And we will get things like, I really want tote bags and hoodies and stuff.
No, there'll be all sorts, key rings, and it's all going to be really quality stuff.
And different designs and stuff. You know, you can see this is quality. Like, this isn't going to, rub off. You can feel that. It's proper good stuff.
Because he showed us some t-shirts, and then and I never really thought about it until he showed us, and he said, yeah, but feel this one. He says how smooth it is compared, and I said, God, it is. So we've gone for the more expensive t-shirt, but they'll be longer lasting, obviously. And like the key rings, those plastic ones, but we thought we want something different, so we're getting some handmade wood ones, so that it's not just sort of like basically like mass-produced plastic crap.
Just name slapped on it.
And we just want quality stuff, so that's why we're just going to start off slowly and build it up.
Yes, it will be coming, you know, but this is starters. This is your very first merch, so it'll be very exciting. And yeah.
Shouting at Cloud says, if I get arrested for speeding, I will be sure to wear your shirt for my mugshot. Please do, because it'll be really good. So can you just go? Really good promotion. So people love stuff like that. So just go fast somewhere and then do that. That'd be brilliant. Thank you so much for the support, Shouting at Clouds.
Thank you.
Indian Scam says how much they cost. We're going to work it out. She just sort of randomly did that. We're going to do a video for
we'll
it.
get it sorted.
So if there's any really good looking models, we need some men.
And also, if you, we need an axe. Yeah, we're looking for somebody else.
So yeah, brilliant. Right.
Well, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later.
Thank you. Bye.